Hey everyone, it's Fahim, Pharmacist prescriber, and actually I am one of the founders of Medlearn. And in this video we're going to be talking about something that's quite close to my heart, and it's because of Farouk why this all happened, and we're going to be talking about weight loss. So subscribe, like and share folks, and let's get into this video. This video is, first of all, let's make it very clear, I'm not talking strictly medically speaking. I'm going to be talking about my experience with weight loss, what I've learned, what things have worked, what things haven't worked, and in the future videos we'll start to talk about Ozempic, Manjaro, all these other medicines that are out there and different interventions that can be done to help losing weight. But essentially my journey started when Farouk said to me that you're not looking good on camera. So he was actually body shaming. I think that's what he was doing.
I'm sorry.
That's why he was body shaming. But the point was that
It was the truth.
it was the truth. And actually, I'll tell you something. Going back a couple of years ago, I actually went to pray at the mosque. And I sat down like this. And I'm telling you, when I was weighing around 89, 90 kg, I couldn't even sit like this. It was so painful on my joints. I actually was not able to sit like this. I wasn't able to sit like this. That's when I started to think, actually, something is wrong. Your body is very smart. If you start to carry more load, in this case fat, or be it muscle, your body will adapt. But everything has a point, a limit. And that's what I was finding actually, is as I started to gain the weight, one, I lost a lot of confidence in myself, 100%. I wouldn't like going out. I remember going out with my wife and I found that to be very, very, I would say, difficult, because I would look at the mirror, I wasn't comfortable with how I was looking. That was a problem. I also found that actually I was just lacking all sorts of confidence. Absolutely. Clothes, I would wear the same clothes again and again. I wasn't too keen going out. I was just actually like a potato couch or potato, whatever it is, like just bored to death. Then Farouk said to me, why don't you lose weight? Because you need to lose weight. And I said, how do I lose weight? So I did research and I started to look at all the ways that you could lose weight. And then I came across this concept of losing fat versus losing weight. So it's really important for you to understand that fat loss and weight loss are separate, in the sense that you can lose weight, and that's one way you could lose weight is through losing muscle mass. So you can lose muscle, you're also going to lose weight. You can lose fat, and that means that you're going to be more healthier, because the fat tissue itself, it is not as, let's say, user-friendly, or is not that good to have on your body because it's difficult to use. That's the key thing for you to remember, that fat loss itself, I'll come outside please, just wait outside. So fat loss itself is not something that you can essentially, it's something that has to be worked out. It's not something that's going to happen immediately. It takes time for it to happen. And it's very important for you to remember that fat loss is going to make sure that your body is working efficiently, absolutely efficiently. That's the key thing for you to remember. So if you're able to lose fat, you can work more efficiently, you can work more, you can get things done, your body can function a lot more. Let me tell you some of the issues when it comes to fat loss itself. One of the major issues with fat loss is to do with insulin resistance. The more fat you carry, the more chances you have of developing something called diabetes. That's the first thing for you to remember, because your body starts to become resistant to insulin. Okay, number one. Number two, what's important for you to remember is when you start to carry this extra weight, your body starts to make additional changes that are required as well. And I'm actually going to bring you here to have a conversation, if you follow me. Okay, that's going to be very important for you to remember, is that the more you, Farouk is gone messed up. It's messed up. Let's start from, because they were talking, let's start from here. Okay, so, right, as I was saying, the more fat you carry, the less efficient you become, because your body requires tissue to be dense and it needs to work. Fat itself is important for storage of energy, but it's not going to actively allow you to be able to work efficiently. So some of the issues with fat or having too much fat. Number one, you're not going to be efficient. Number two, there's a chance of insulin resistance. What is insulin? Insulin is a protein that's very important for your body to take in the sugar. The more insulin resistant you become, where your body doesn't respond to the insulin, the higher chance of your sugar levels going up. If your sugar levels start to go up, you end up having more infections, you end up getting something called diabetes. It can actually start to bind to other cells in the body itself. That's when it starts to become concerning. So it's really, really important for you to remember that the more fat you have, the less efficient that you become. Okay? So how did I go about losing weight or losing fat? I understood that in order to lose the weight, I have to eat less. That's the first thing. I needed to understand what my body's needs were and then start to eat less. The more I was eating, then more than my body required, I had to store it somewhere. So that's the first thing I did, is I started eating below what my body needed. The other thing I did was, as I was focusing on exercise and lifting weights. That's important. Because if you exercise and you lift weights, then you build more muscle mass, and that's more efficient than fat. And in the next video, we're going to start to look at this in a bit more depth, and we're going to start to focus on what exercise you should do, what medicines are available to help you lose the fat itself. I look forward to watching.
You didn't mention my problem for the stress side.
Okay, before we finish, right.
You can do
Stress and motivation.
Yeah,
we've got
that's
to talk
the
about
point.
that. Because without, if you've got too much stress, some people actually lose weight when they're stressful, some people gain weight, probably because you're going to be eating a lot more. And if you're stressed, it's not good for you. And also, motivation. I think the hardest thing is motivation. Anybody can lose weight if you can motivate yourself. I will focus on that next. Thank you. Hey everyone, it's Fahim, Pharmacist prescriber. And actually, I am one of the founders of Medlearn. And in this video, we're going to be talking about something that's quite close to my heart. And it's because of Farouk, why this all happened. And we're going to be talking about weight loss. So subscribe, like, and share, folks. And let's get into this video.